Hi everyone, I'm Asha, an Akashic Records reader, blogger, and podcaster. In this series, we will demystify the Akashic Records by bringing to you bite-sized contents on frequently asked questions relating to the Akashic Records. We will also explore topics relating to spirituality, as well as practical application, learnings, and reflections in the Akashic Records. My Akashic Masters are very excited to join us in this journey. We send much love, light, and blessings to all. Welcome to episode 8 on the importance of self-love. In this episode, we will explore on 1. What is self-love? 2. Why is self-love important? And 3. How do we increase self-love in our life? Let's begin. First, let us look into what is self-love. My Akashic Masters share that self-love is all about being in touch with our inner selves, acknowledging, loving, and accepting all parts of ourselves as who we are. Within each of us, we have a good mix of light and dark, yin and yang, masculine and feminine energies, as well as the higher self and lower personality, also known as the ego. Throughout lifetimes, we have also taken on energies, memories, and imprints from others, which directly or indirectly influence how we think, speak, act, or even feel. Self-love is a process of going inwards, acknowledging the duality and diversity within us, releasing all that does not serve us, and finally reconciling all parts of ourselves to operate in unity to serve our highest and greatest good. Next, let us look into why is self-love important. My Akashic Masters share that if we do not embark on this journey of looking inwards, we may often find ourselves somewhat like an incoherent mess within. The conscious, subconscious, and unconscious parts of ourselves may be pulling us in different directions at the same time. For example, our conscious self may yearn to meet our soulmate, who will love and cherish us exactly as what we desire for the rest of our lives. Yet, our subconscious and even unconscious self may block, sabotage, or protect ourselves by preempting and predicting the worst-case scenarios. Over the years, it may even have built the layers of protective barriers all around us to prevent anyone from potentially harming or hurting us. If we do not dive deep to uncover, acknowledge, heal, and reconcile the diversity and duality within us, we may wonder all our lives, why does it feel seemingly impossible for anyone to even come close to us? What is wrong with us or with them? Similarly, we may find ourselves attracting difficult, unfaithful, non-committed, or even abusive partners in our lives, when our conscious self yearns for the opposite altogether. Therefore, it is important for us to begin our process of looking inwards, to allow ourselves the opportunity to start afresh and create new beginnings for ourselves. Now that we know the benefits of self-love, how do we increase self-love in our life? We have a few suggested methods. First, allow yourself the uninterrupted time and space to sit in silence, at least 10 to 15 minutes daily. The purpose is to quieten down the mind, away from the hustle and bustle of work and life, so that we can gradually tune inwards to sense all parts of ourselves as they are. We may ask ourselves these questions. How does my body feel today? Where am I holding on to tension in my body? Am I able to release the tension patiently and lovingly with my breath? How does my mind feel today? How does my heart feel today? How does my inner children feel today? Spend time to check in with all parts of yourself every day, just like how a loving mother would care for her baby when growing up. Second, go for nature walks or jogs. The purpose is to surround yourself with the loving and supportive energies of Mother Earth so that you feel centered, grounded, and peaceful. It also allows you to release excess and disruptive energies taken on from others, be it people or surroundings, throughout the day. It also reconnects you with your breath and body as you spend time nurturing yourself. Third, if it suits you, you may choose to repeat to yourself frequently the affirmations that remind you of your inner light and worth. For example, you may repeat to yourself, I am worthy of all good things in life. I am love. I am light. I am infinitely precious and loved by the divine. My Akashic Masters share that we are simply connecting to the truth when we recite these affirmations. Therefore, we are not forcing ourselves to be anything other than who we truly are. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast. If you would like to read about my dialogues and reflections with the Akashic Masters, you can visit my free blog at asha-akashicrecords.com. Till next time, take care.